I'm Adam O'Neill, the Director of Communications for Europe, Middle East, Africa, and India for Honeywell Aerospace. Today we're going to talk about our Brexit strategy and what we're doing as a company to prepare. So what is Brexit? Brexit is a term being used to describe UK's departure from the European Union. The European Union is a makeup of 28 countries that is both political and economic in nature, and the term Brexit is a combination of the term Britain and exit. Why is Great Britain leaving the European Union and when? In June of 2016, 30 million UK citizens voted to leave the European Union, which was a majority at the time. The Brexit date is scheduled for March 29th, and currently both the EU and the UK governments are negotiating the terms of the deal. What's happening now? So people, companies, and countries are all making their preparations to prepare for the date in March. This includes Honeywell Aerospace. And today we have with us both Jan Strebniak and James Bryson, who are leading the Brexit task force for Honeywell. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us today.
Thanks, Adam.
You're welcome. Thanks, Adam.
James, how are we planning for Brexit when we don't have all the answers?
Well, it's important that we actually plan on, let's say, the downside. So we're planning on a hard Brexit. Yes, we don't have all the answers, so it's dreadfully important that we have a contingency that's predicated on a hard Brexit.
Thanks. Jan, so what is the difference between a hard Brexit, a soft Brexit, and a no deal?
Yeah, let me start with the worst case scenario. The worst case scenario really is no deal. That is, the UK and the European Union don't come to an agreement. In that case, 29th of March, Brexit date, UK and EU will be back on World Trade Organization terms. That means tariffs can be or will be reimposed. There will be also non-tariff trade barriers. That obviously is the worst case scenario. Then the next, the hard Brexit, is really very, very close to the no deal, because there will be some sort of arrangement. Maybe even we manage to find some solution and we will have some sort of a customs union. Most likely not, but that would be a hard Brexit. So some sort of a arrangement, but not really what we're looking for. The best case would be a soft Brexit, and a soft Brexit could mean a number of things. We could have something like what Norway is today, so the UK could become a member of the European Economic Area, or maybe a Swiss solution where you have trade agreements between the UK and the European Union. At the end, the Norway and the Swiss scenario are very, very similar, and obviously that would be the best case scenario.
A hard Brexit assumes that the UK leaves the European Union with absolutely no agreements in place whatsoever, and that's the reason that we are planning a hard Brexit strategy.
And what is the task force doing?
The task force actually is meeting regularly once per week. We have developed a 4-blocker by function, so it's important to mention the task force is actually cross-functional. So this is a end-to-end business focus, which obviously the ISC is part of. So the team are meeting regularly on a weekly basis. When we know more information, we're actually adding that to our action tracker and continuing our hard Brexit contingency planning.
And who's on the task force?
The team members in the task force is representation from all functions. The reason that's important is that Brexit touches everybody in the business, in fact the entire value stream, so from the ISC, quality, the business, sales, our channel partners, they are all potentially impacted by Brexit, so the intention was to develop a cross-functional team. In fact, I think there's like 30 to 33 members of the task force, and again it's dreadfully important that it's a cross-functional endeavour to ensure that we're prepared for a hard Brexit.
And what is our goal with Brexit?
Yeah, I'd say the goal is really twofold, if you like. I mean, first, we plan to be ready with everything that needs to be done by the end of this year, so end of December. But then come Brexit Day, that is the 29th of March, the next day really, we would like to basically be in a situation where we haven't even noticed that it was Brexit.
We'll know if we're successful with absolutely zero interruption to the overall well-being of the business from our UK footprint standpoint. So completely seamless. In fact, you wouldn't even know it happened, would be our ultimate goal come Brexit.
So what is everybody waiting for?
Well, firstly, we're not